Hey everybody, it's Polish Pete, and just landed here at Omnia Fishing is a net bait expansion, and we got the Booyah toad runners in both sizes. We got another just landed video coming to you shortly with a lot more additions that just flowed in recently, so you'll be seeing a bunch more new stuff week after week. But we'll start here with the net bait stuff. So we got the pocket craws in two different sizes. We have the baby pocket craw and the pocket craw senior here. This is the 5-inch version here, and this one here is a 3.75-inch version. These craws have like a little bit of a swimming action to them, kind of in between that heavy duty kicking style of a lot of baits and a real subtle craw action. So really good all year round type craw. The unique feature to a pocket craw, if you've never fished them, is they have hollow bodies to them. So you can actually see that there's a hole in the front of the craws here, and you can pack these full of your favorite scent if you want. It makes it very easy to get a hook set if you're using lighter wire hooks or even a heavy gauge hook. Either way, you're going to get a lot better hook penetration. Makes it a little bit tougher if you're fishing in really thick cover, so you can actually stuff these if you want. I do have some buddies that do that to these. Another trick to these is you can add rattles to them because they're hollow. So if you want to make your soft plastics have some sound to them, this is an old school fish catcher right here. Lots and lots of people have confidence in the pocket craw, so check those out. Next up is the Dagger. So this is a very unique take on a beaver creature style bait. It's kind of got a solid body to it with some ribs on the sides here to give it some water disruption as it falls through the water column. You can pull these tails apart and get a little bit of action out of those legs kicking here, but if you notice, this is extremely slender. So this is going to shine at being punched into heavy vegetation. It's going to get very little resistance hitting through vegetation on its way down. Very unique looking bait, very bite getter looking, I should say. So the Dagger is here now. Check those out on the site. And last is the CMAC 11-inch ribbon tail worm from Net Bait. So ribbon tail worms have been killing it. They've actually, believe it or not, I was looking into this as we were talking about doing this video. They've been a big seller this year. There's been a big run on ribbon tail worms for us. They've been hard to get from a lot of manufacturers. So this bite's turning on. It's kind of like the spinnerbait thing. It kind of went away for a little bit as being a really super popular way to catch them, and now it's come full circle and spinnerbaits are going nuts again, and so are ribbon tail worms. Old school bait, obviously can be fished. These ribbon tail worms in the last few years have been killing it on big giant shaky heads and Nico rig presentations, but obviously they can be fished on like a swing head football jig or the ever famous Carolina rig as well. So if this is a big bite getter, if you already got 5 in the box and you need a big one, try a ribbon tail worm like this CMAC from Net Bait. And the last one here are 2 sizes in the toad runner from Booyah. If you're not familiar with this style of frog, or as they're calling it, a toad runner, this is like a hollow body frog here, but they have a little boot tail on the back. It was popularized by a brand called Teckle. Booyah's now got a model of it out. This particular one, the one I grabbed, is the little junior version. This thing is slick. I'm actually very interested in seeing how this thing works. You reel these straight back through the water column, and it kind of mixes up the weedless ability of a frog, or a horny toad, like a top toad kind of bait, but it also gives you this boot tail on here, so you can get this thing through heavy vegetation, but it bubbles like a buzz bait behind it. This spins and gives you a lot of disruption in the water, so it kind of marries a whole bunch of different families of baits. I can see why they grew in such popularity so fast, because it's something different the fish haven't seen. It gives you the ability to fish a buzzbait style lure in the thickest of cover. So 2 sizes, like I said, available in this. Go out there and catch them.